small, but there's a lot of potential for aggressive expansion.
Okay, we're live. It's January 20th. Holy crap! Hey, the weather outside my studio right now is 24 degrees with a wind chill of holy crap. I hope everybody's doing all right. Just me chilling in the studio, doing my thing, working on the next issue of Nira X, and let me see here. Hey, I'll find where all the buttons are eventually. There we are. All right, now we're doing okay. I'm awake. I'm here. I'll switch the camera down at the table in a minute. But hey, Kevin, how you doing, dude? Birthday. So who's popping out of the cake? I wish that would be a much better day than what I'm having right now. I mean, my day's going good. It's everything is actually fine. Things are busy. The studio is like a little cold when it gets below 30, 31. It's like the cold air comes through the walls a little bit. So I got the heat kind of turned up a little bit, make sure I don't freeze my butt off. Kevin says, try not to feel old. When you find the secret to that, share it. I will. Ken, what's up, dude? Bill needs an AI theme song. Actually, yeah, that AI theme song from the other night. Did you heard that, right? It's like you heard that AI theme song from RJ's from Critical Blast. I didn't realize he was going to do that, dude. I had no idea. It was pretty amazing though, right? Kevin says, so how long before you integrate the Nira song into your intros? Very soon. Like I barely had enough time to even make the thumbnail for tonight. Just because I'm multitasking, I took care of a bunch of stuff that I had to get off my desk, so that way I could kind of like concentrate on Nira and then concentrate on Zen coming up after Nira. So there's some projects that I'm under contract that I'm not allowed to talk about. It's a couple of card things, a couple of other things like a WB thing. I'll be really happy to talk about that when they let me. So that will be very cool. Kevin says, what's that, Ken? Bill. He's the man. That's my new theme song. Chilling at 24 degrees. Yeah, it's like 24, 25 outside. It says 25 now, so it's a balmy 25 as opposed to the freezing 24 it was 2 seconds ago. But the wind chills like around 21. I know it's much colder in other places, but this is cold enough for me. Ken says, didn't you have your studio in an outside shed at one point? I imagine that was cold. We still have the shed. At some point, if I drag up some pictures, I'll show everybody some pictures of the shed. We got a little shed in our backyard. Looks like a tiny house. It's like one of those like decorative kind of sheds. Except that the way that they build them on the inside, the way the studs are and the way the walls are, you could totally insulate it and put up drywall or you could insulate the whole thing, which we did, and I insulated the whole thing, put up walls all the way around, actually put flooring on like half of it, and then painted, like I insulated and did stuff with the floor, and we had a heater and an air conditioner inside that thing, and it was actually cozy. Is when you step outside, you wouldn't know that it was a fully functioning tiny house. A house with no running water, no bathroom. It was, it's a shed. So that's how much space we had to work with. So there was enough room for us to. We actually had some Wi-Fi extenders on the back end of the house, so that way, because I had a flat screen TV and a couch, a little tiny couch. So that way we had a little place to sit down and like chill and have some food or watch movies and stuff. And then the rest of the shed was like an art table, an easel, and like all the art supplies and computers. We had our computers out there. It's like, dude, it's like it was crazy. It was like it was a hobbit house. It was tiny, but it was fun. It was really cool for the time that we had it. I'm much happier with the room that was built over the garage. We have the studio now. This is it's the size of a 2-car garage because it's built over the garage. We actually added it onto the house, so it's nice. It's much nicer. I'm not going to complain. Pictures of the birthplace of the House of Mouse. Yes. Yeah, it's like, the shed was an upgrade to what we had in the house before, because I used to have, back in the day, I had, like, if my whole studio wasn't stuffed into my bedroom, like my bedroom was literally like my studio. So it was like wall to wall, like art tables, bed, computer, like everything was just in my room. And then we upgraded and moved all of our studio stuff into the dining room for a while, so that way the bedrooms actually felt like a bedroom. You know what I mean? And then we upgraded to that shed in the backyard, which was awesome. And we still have the shed. I mean, obviously, it's I don't have it temperature controlled anymore. That air conditioner and that stuff broke a long time ago. But I do have like a painting area set up inside. That's like where I store like other art supplies and my bike and stuff like that. All of our framing stuff is out there. So we have like anything that doesn't really have to be like paper and actual like things that need to be temperature controlled. It's we still have it out there. We still make good use of it. So Kevin says, Ken, are we missing an amigo? Are we missing somebody? I know. Where's the rest of the crew, man? This is well, it's a week before my birthday, so it's like everybody's just staying at home. I don't know. Let me Chet. Chet's out there. I wonder how cold it is in Vegas. I wonder what the temperature is out there. I will find out. And plus, like I put up the thumbnail like literally an hour ago. Like everything is kind of last minute today. But I knew basically what I was going to work on as far as like today's episode. There's a weather report. Chet, 56. Okay, cool. I knew you'd be there. You're awesome, bro. 56. That's not bad. Ken says it's 69 where he's at in balmy Florida and nice warm Florida. 56 isn't bad though. That's I would like to have 56. Kat and I were supposed to go down to the beach tomorrow because Kat's doing a mural on the front of the art gallery down at the beach here. And the weather said it was going to be like between 26 and 30 degrees. So, I mean, it's like, I don't even think I could get the paint to work, but it's like, our hands will be frozen. Someone is chatting in. Chet was in the other room. All right, cool. I'm glad you're here, dude. That's awesome, man. I'm glad you guys are here. Kevin says it's 58 and raining. 58, dude. Santee, right? California being 58 is like, but you have desert weather. So at nighttime, towards the nighttime, it gets cold. Towards the daytime, it gets hot. I really miss San Diego. I miss San Diego so much. Mostly for the weather and for the hot chicks, but mostly for the weather. Chet says, let me look to see if the rain got here yet. It's actually 50, but I wanted to beat Kevin to it. Well, I tell you what, man, next week I am turning 54. Bro, it's like, that's not a real number, is it? That's not a real number. Are you kidding me? It's like I never thought I'd be this old. I thought, you know, I thought the '90s would last forever, but I live in denial. No rain for Chet just yet. Yeah, I've got flurries now on according to my iPad over here, looking at the weather, because it was raining a little bit yesterday, and I still have that kind of wet, cold weather. Like that whole Seattle, Washington kind of raining all the time kind of feel outside. But it's turned into flurries now. So, if it's this cold, like it's actually insulting. Virginia Beach is a little bit insulting in that it gets cold enough to have snow, but we hardly ever have snow. I mean, sometimes we do, but it's very seldom. We should be getting snow like a whole lot more often. I enjoy doing some donuts in the snow. Kevin says, Ken, you can have the 69. I will have the 89.95. The weather is sold. Kevin, you're lidexic and you're almost 45. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's a condition that benefits me, I think, if I could just believe I'm 45. Chet, I think you're right. Dude. That ocean gets me. And where the house is, Chet's actually been here, so he knows how far away the beach is from my house. But the beach is only like 10 or 15 minutes from my house. I mean, it's not that far away. So yeah, we definitely get the effect of all that ocean breeze. Oof, it's cold. I don't like it. I mean, it's I like to breathe in the cold air, like it'll get a couple of, and then go right back into the warm house. But if I get stuck outside for more than 5 minutes, I will perish. I will be perished. That's how you perish the bill. It's by making me stay outside for for more than 10 minutes. There we go. While we're chatting, I'll flip the camera over. There we go. That way you can see my cool ass keyboard. There we go. Get this over here. Let's see here. Kevin says, so you'll have cake by the ocean for your birthday? No. I will not be looking at the ocean for well, I don't know. It depends. I don't know what the weather's like next week. Let's see what the old iPad says. See if it's going up or going down. I don't know. It kind of goes up this weekend, but then it starts going back down for next week. I'm not going to look at the ocean for next week. That's gonna be too cold. That's not good for the bill. Chet, I'm fine and cold as long as the wind doesn't show itself. Yeah, totally. And that's the thing right now. It's windy. It's windy over here. And with my jacket and everything, like from the waist up, I'm cool. But it's like I went out with Kat earlier today, and just to run a couple quick errands in the car. Had to do the old run to Home Depot and buy some paint, that sort of stuff. The wind goes right through my jeans, dude. It's like I gotta wear like thermals or something because like it was windy. It's like it was enough wind that it's. But at least my jacket is dope. Kat got me a jacket for my birthday, I don't know, a couple years ago, and that thing is dope. That keeps the wind completely away. So let me see. I'll start throwing up some artwork here while we're talking, while we're chatting. There we go. I'll put this over here. Yeah, nice casual evening. We're just going to be over here. We're working on Nira X Dark Seas #2. So I'll show you where we're at with everything. Kevin kind of jumped on the cover, everybody. So he saw it on the live stream. I showed it off, and he doesn't realize that I actually priced the cover at $8 billion. So no, I'm just kidding, Kevin. But he jumped up on the cover and called dibs on it real quick. Everybody was in the room, so I suppose that is the way of the things, which is cool. It's like I love that you guys are supporting. Without you guys actually supporting and doing what you guys do, Like it would be so hard to produce any of this. So I'm glad that we're building it together. So I do have a surprise for you, Kev. I'm going to show you what the pencils look like on the cover. Now, I'm going to have to turn it sideways just because it doesn't fit on the screen. You notice that I had to put a bunch of pasties on here so that the original artwork is leaning towards what we wanted. And the regular cover, I'm gonna have to digitally, of course, put their costumes back on, for the regular version of the book. So yeah, Kevin, I hope you like what's going on here. Chet says Kevin isn't allowed to first shot. You know what? It's yeah, we might have to cast some rules. Might have to cast some rules. I didn't since I showed it live on online, and ENX and Thalia weren't on the cover. I just kind of I let it slide that time. But yeah, we'll have some basic ground rules. Kevin, I jumped on it. Oh, I hope I didn't bend it. Oh, I'm glad you like. Oh, okay, awesome. Kevin shot first. Kevin Solo. Let's see. Ken says, so just saying, dibs on the original page art for when Malka makes her appearance this issue. Yeah, just like Chet gets a first dib. Chet does get like a good first dibs on artwork that features Thalia and Evil Nira. So Ken, yes, indeed. Any page where Malka actually makes an appearance, yeah, I will definitely show it to you first so that you can have first dibs on that. That would be cool. That way you can show it to her. You can show it to her and then get her approval and see what she thinks. That'd be awesome. So I've got page 1, and I'm working on page 2 as we speak. So that's what's going on right now. This is what's happening for this evening. And if you guys want to, we can kind of do a little mini auction for either pages 1 or 2 as we move along. If you guys would like to do that, that would be super cool. And we'll just go from there, man. We're just going to take it light. Thought you was mercy bound, Kev. Kevin does love mercy. Indeed. And I really like I really like the standing pose that she's in for the cover. I really like it. And I'm really digging her the pants, because like it still has that same design, like the leg her leg boots that she was wearing before, but it's got the cool pants. It's like, I really dig it. Plus they're like low riding on her hips, and it's really cool. It hits all like the little design points that I was hoping to hit with her. Ken says, let's see. I talked to her about it today. She's down for whatever happens. She's psyched. Awesome. Well, chances are she's going to have a regular cover, and chances are she is going to have a nude cover. So that would be yeah. And then hopefully the way Tom's going to set up the tiers and whatever like that. That way people can pick and choose and mix and match like different covers and stuff. But yeah, that's gonna be really cool. And then I could put inside the book, in the credits, like inspired by. And if you want me to put her name in the book, if you want it to be like, where she's like fully invested, but we don't have to. It's like everybody feels differently about that sort of thing when they're sort of like featured. I had the very first model that I ever really worked with to model as Nira X. I did a photo shoot with her. She's a local person here from Virginia Beach. She was actually a waitress at the pizza place that we used to go to. Her name is Tiffany, and she did not want her last name, printed in the books, and stuff like that, or like presented on the website and stuff like that, because there's a certain level of privacy, or like family, or whatever. It's like there's always personal reasons, and it's totally cool. So everybody has different rules for themselves, and I try to respect all of that and keep all that straight. See, Kevin says, and Nira and Allura and Celeste. There are a couple unnamed cyber angels. This is true. This is true. Hey, Pops, how you doing, my friend? It's good to see you, man. I'm glad you're here, dude. Pops, we're actually going to have on the Madness Network with Pops. Pops is going to be hosting our launch party on February 18th. Put it in your calendars. Put it in your calendars. So Pops is going to be hosting our launch party for the Kickstarter. That's February 18th, everybody. February 18th. You know, we already have a live stream last night. I've obviously, everybody here knows that we had a live stream for on Critical Blast, and we're going to set up a couple more dates to be with RJ on Critical Blast, so we can promote. Let's see. Kevin says, Ched, I think it's Ken that's fixated on Mercy and Malka. Well, definitely Malka. You know that's right. Thought you did. Yeah, Chet knows what's up, man. It's like Ken. Well, I love me some Mercy. Yeah, Mercy's she gets under my skin, man. I like her a lot. I like her a lot. Saying hello to the madness. Hail the madness. Ken says hi, Pops. Also, let's see. Kevin says I'm flexible when it comes to Cyber Angels. I know that the Cyber Angels are flexible, specifically. All right, cool. Everybody's saying hi. Some person, hey, what's going on? Some person, hail some person for being here. I appreciate you, my friend. Everybody saying hi to some person. Madness working. Oh, good, cool, man. I'm glad you're looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it too. It's like we have a good, fun energy, and it's a good time. We have a really, really good time doing the launch parties. Some person, hello, right back at the Madness Network. Hello, hey there, hi there, oh there. Awesome. Well, let's see. I'm going to be sketching on page 2. I think we're about like almost 30 minutes into the show, so I figure 30 minutes, and I'll try to make sure that I'm keep looking up at the chat. I'm going to draw the third panel on this page here, and what we could do is we'll have a little mini auction for pages 1 and 2, and obviously they're going to be completely inked and everything when you receive the artwork itself. So I'm going to set that up there so it's safe. And let's see, the microphone's really close to the paper, so you might hear the paper. You let me know if it's too crinkly loud. If it's too loud, too much. Let's see. Kevin says, now we need to see flexible Cyber Angels. Time for some roller skate limbo. Let's see, Pops. Let's see, share the stream out. As Bill gets closer to launch, we need more eyes on the talent. Thanks, dude. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, without if everybody shares and if everybody just kind of like puts it out there and peer pressures all their friends into watching and supporting, we could totally do this. It's I think my goal, if we could pull it off, we're going to try to get somewhere around like between 300 and 400 backers. If we can pull that off, then we're growing, and that'll be very, very cool. I'll be very excited about that. And I've got this third panel. So I've got what's happening in the book so far. It's the book is picking up exactly where issue 1 left off. So the girls and their new cohort over here, Scribe, who Ken rescued from obscurity. But you know what? I needed a character to do some exposition. So that way I've got a character that kind of like pushes the story forward a little bit. And Scribe is the guy because he knows so much. And since this world is all mixed up with different, parts of Nira's existence and timelines and all that sort of stuff all in one place, like he's going to become pretty useful as far as helping Nira find out where she's supposed to go and find out where her goals are. So they're on this, they're on the pirate ship, still heading into the middle of the Darkon's Triangle, where more danger awaits. And they're having some dialogue here about where they're going and what they're doing. So this third panel actually features Mercy, because I've got the 3 of them on the deck of the ship, got Nira there talking, and Scribe is explaining some important details, and then I've got to have Mercy responding and reacting to that. So that is where this is at right now. Some person, let's see, I link Bounty Wars everywhere. Thanks, dude. I really appreciate that. I mean, honestly, it's like, you guys make it happen. I do my best to do my part, and without you guys, yeah, man, it's like it wouldn't go anywhere. So yeah, I super appreciate it. And the whole point of us doing this is like, we're doing something cool together. This is the way I've always made friends, and always met people and everything. It's through these cool like art projects and comic book stories, and so that is super duper important. You know what? The whole time, like I had it all set up so I can like put on some music, so that way there's. Granted, it's the El generic, but we got some music, a little noise in between me being silent because I'm staring at the paper, trying to wonder which direction her face is turning. I love putting together a page because the storytelling elements are always fun. It's like you're trying to point the camera where you want it to go, and you're trying to, like, if there's no words at all, you can still kind of follow the story. You could still follow what's happening like a silent movie, But also what I like to do is have the page be like really interesting, have it like characters popping up out of the panel, have close-ups where it's just like, I like mixing it up. I like doing that. Definitely, yeah. Big thanks for that. Ken says, let's see, I didn't save Scribe. He's just cool enough to resurrect himself. Also, he's the one who gave Mercy her bikini armor, so we got to thank him for that. Yeah, there are definitely reasons to be grateful to Scribe. So I'm glad you brought him to the forefront, because bringing him to the forefront actually opened up a lot of storytelling possibilities that I was looking for solutions for. And plus the whole idea of the world where Nira finds herself in right now anyways, it's about her running into all the characters that have been a part of her run from the 90s, So, and then reinterpreting them a little bit, not because this isn't necessarily a reboot as much as it is a refresh, because all the other continuity is still there. It didn't get erased, but all of those different timelines and places and people and realities, they've all been consolidated down to this one place. And as far as the people that live on Oasis, like, just the regular people that live here, they just think they're on Earth. They don't call it Oasis. They think something's wrong. They think something is weird with the world, but they can't quite put their finger on it. So this is a world, and that's the purpose of the Cyber Angels, is to protect and to maintain this world where they find themselves. So all the adventures they've had, all the different things that they've done have led to this situation, to this thing. Bill mad friends. Oh, Bill made friends by drawing them. My imaginary friends. Yes, none of you exist. I just drew all of you. Some person says you might want to connect with Scott Cirkland. If you haven't already, he's done a comic called The Young and the Dead. Huh. His channel is Circleworks Art Labs. Okay, cool. I'll rewind the video after the show, and so yeah, maybe I'll rewind it later and And I'll definitely look him up. For sure, for sure. Kevin says, yes, got to save Scribe for giving him Mercy that outfit. Now, what can he give the other Cyber Angels? Yeah, he's probably got the stuff at his house, and that's one of the things that they're doing is he's helping them with some location services, and then in exchange, they're going to help him get back home. So, of course, his home is somewhere on Oasis. No, he's not actually going back to his reality. All of those realities are here now. But he still has to make his way back to his home. When they found him, he was locked up in the brig underneath, on the underside of this pirate ship. So he will be more than happy to go back to his house. He's got some beachfront property he would really like to get back to. Probably why he had all those metal bikinis and stuff. He's a beach guy. Let's see, Ken says, man, if we see Katrina Locks and Darkon, it'll be a big old class reunion. Well, I'll tell you this much, because I kind of don't want to ruin it, and I'm not going to be putting him on any of the covers to kind of ruin the surprise a little bit. But Darkon, it is Darkon's triangle. So we are going to be running into Darkon himself, but he's different. He's going to be different, and not the kind of villain that you can reason with. So Darkon is kind of like the. I don't think this ruins too much, but Darkon is kind of the essence or the life force that kind of powers this haunted triangle, if you will, this haunted portion of the ocean. And if you go into his realm, into this triangle, then of course you're in trouble, because this is where he's most powerful, and he can never. He's trapped. He's trapped inside the triangle, so he's not going anywhere outside the triangle. He's trapped inside, but you got to make damn sure that you don't end up inside, and you don't go into his realm, into his world. So Darkon is making an appearance. Katrina, I think I've got some slightly different plans for Katrina Locks. So we'll see how that goes when we finally get there. But I'll let you know, and hopefully you like some of the surprises I've got planned. Let's see. Kevin says, and can we finally get an answer as to why Scribe had such an outfit with him? He's a very experienced, and he's very old. He's an old dude. So I'm assuming that he has had quite a lot of adventures, and he's met quite a lot of people who have possibly left their clothes at his house. There we go. I had to get that collarbone a little bit. Here we go. Of course, they're all just talking in the ship, but I just can't have talking heads. I mean, it'd just be so boring. So, of course, they're all posing as they stand there talking. I mean, look at Nira in page 1. I mean, she's just like, oh. She's got the wind blowing through her hair. She's posing just right. Here we go. I'll put her sideways. That way it looks like she's lying down. She got the cool little shoes now. She changed her shoes a little bit, so that way she's kind of styling with her deck shoes, her little deck sneakers. Let's see. Ken says he tried to explain it, and hilarity ensued. Kevin, let's see. An old dude shouldn't have such things. He could give him a heart attack. Oh, he's an old guy, but for his species, he's a spry young Okay, I'm making excuses for him. He's just probably a dirty old man. trying to give Scribe the benefit of the doubt. It's not working out. It's not working out. Nothing's happening in his favor. And of course, Mercy's got to be lounging. You know, anytime you have a conversation where you're talking about life and death situations and you're traveling into a haunted portion of the ocean on a ship that you're not quite sure if it's going to make it, it doesn't look very seaworthy. You want to look as sexy as you can. You want to pose and look as relaxed as possible so nobody knows you're scared. So for her, I think this is a power move. Using some reverse psychology. Is it reverse psychology if you're doing that? There's some kind of psychology. I'm no scientist. I only draw fictional stories. I'm eyeballing how long her legs are supposed to be. I'm like, if I get them too long, I can always erase a little bit. It's always better to get the shape down on the paper first, even if it's not quite right, because you can always make adjustments. And sometimes it's way easier to make adjustments when you can see what there is to work with already. I'm very organic when I draw. I'm not very mechanical, which is probably why I'm not so fantastic at buildings. I draw very organically. I always work with the space I have left over, and I prefer to go with like what looks cool as opposed to what is probably functionally practical. But I think that's what works for my style, though. It's if I try to draw things too accurately, like super accurately proportioned, like for some reason in my style it kind of translates not quite right. Like it doesn't look right. And this is a visual medium, so if it doesn't look right, then it's there's no sense. Let's see. Kevin says, "Talking heads? Is someone burning?" Can you imagine this whole page? It's just like head. But no, thanks to copyright issues, I cannot play any talking heads. Let's see. So he's kind of like Yoda. Oh, you know what? He's okay. I could. He's a little bit like Yoda because he's green. But yeah, he's like Yoda in the sense that he's an older. Yeah, he's a species that's older. He's definitely not teaching them any tricks or anything like that. So he's not training them or anything like that. But he's like a source of knowledge and support. And since he's been around for such a long time, he's probably not necessarily the smartest guy in the world. But there's a lot of things that he knows only simply because he's been around for so long. So that's probably like the balance of his knowledge compared to, you know, when 900 you reach, look this good you were not. Exactly, bro. But Ken, here, looks awesome. I know, reverse psychology. Don't think about boobs. Whatever you do, don't think about boobs. Yeah, I think my style works well with comic book logic. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like that's the wheelhouse then that I'm in. So if anybody asks me to draw even when somebody asks me to draw like a portrait or something realistic, it's like I gotta tell them, it's like, all right, that's not my wheelhouse. I'm happy to do work like that, but people have to understand ahead of time that it's going to look like comic book art. That's the style that I've trained in for all this time. So that's the way things are going to come out. Everybody has their specialties. I have different artist friends that I have my good friend Thad. He's excellent at drawing portraits. So if somebody's looking for like an actual realistic, Drew Struzan level portrait to be done, I usually direct people to other people that I think are correct for the job. There's I don't like to put myself in the position of trying to deliver something that's not my specialty. There we go. As much as I love Mercy's big boots, when she does have a chance to wear the boots, I enjoy drawing the boots. But for this particular story, way more appropriate to have her little toes out. Easier for swimming. Make sure I get her the straps on her pants right. They kind of go in little opposite directions. Let's see, what time is it right now? We're about 40, 50 minutes into it. Cool. I like it when a face comes together. I always like drawing her bangs. Yeah, maybe I'll have her hair actually going off the edge of the page. That'll be cool. Like the wind's blowing. They got the wind in their hair. The spray of the sea. Yeah, her little bikini top's got like a couple little pieces to it. There we go. Hopefully you guys like that. There's always a lot of things to fine tune along the way. It's like I'll keep fine tuning things like right up until I ink it. Even like during the inking is really when I'm really fine tuning everything. Ken says it may not be portrait level, but you draw women like no other artist, and that's a great thing. Thanks, dude. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that, man. I work really hard on this. See if I can have a cute little angle to her leg here. Hand's going to be here. She's sort of like on the edge of this bit of wood from the ship here. Of course, she's sitting precariously on the edge. She's going to fall into the water. I don't know what she's thinking. Not to mention that whole thing is like kind of broken. See how it... That's one thing I really wanted to do was, especially like in page one, it's like since it picks up right after the end of issue one, and when issue two picks up, you still got like the other dead characters that they killed at the very end of the last issue. So they're just like lying on the floor next to them and stuff like this. I didn't want them to all of a sudden disappear and it's just an empty ship that they're in. There we go. I'll probably have like the ocean behind her. She could be saying something, well, you know, I've got the script over there, but it's like, I know generally speaking that she's saying something somewhat meaningful and scary. And then I'm going to put in, I'll put in clouds and stuff like that, like a little atmosphere, but I'm going to do that with the color. That'll be the coloring stage. And we'll actually do a couple episodes where we'll sit down and actually color some stuff. I think that'll be a lot of fun to do that. Ken says, I think you're a big fan of bangs. Mercy, Katrina Locks, Catherine Styles, sometimes Nira. Yeah, you know, I was putting bangs on Nira lately too because every once in a while I like to transition and have Nira with a big ponytail, like just a big giant ponytail. Like that's just a fun element for me, and Nira likes to do like lots of different things too. She likes to change her style up and all that good stuff. Kevin says just a couple of pieces of her bikini top. Hope it doesn't lose too much more. See, that's where we disagree, Kevin. Don't let any of them get stuck by rusty nails. Absolutely not. Well, guys, we're close to the end of the show, so I think if you would like to do a little bit of a little art auction so we can close things out for Saturday, I think we can do that. I'll put up the little ticker. What we'll do is let's auction one page at a time. Seems to make more sense, so that way I don't get confused. I don't see what's going on there. But yeah, between page one and page two. So we'll auction off page one first. And like I said, we know the number starts wherever you set the number. And if you happen to want to bid on it, if you can just type the word bid next to your number, so that way I know that you're serious. And that's the way we'll run it. And then I'll run this for about like 5 minutes and see if you guys would like to bid on this one. and we will go from there. Let me see what does Kevin say. No, Ken, I agree with you, but we have to worry that the CCA may make a swoop in and censor things. Ken says, "Are they even a thing anymore?" I'm not really sure. I'm not in the world that we live in now, right? I wouldn't think so. All right, Kevin, let's get this thing going. You got a $1 bid. Kevin's got $1. He's gonna get this page for $1. It's like, I don't know if that's acceptable, man. Ken, thanks, dude. All right, you coming in. $20 bid for Ken. And I remember, it's like all of this is going to get inked on the actual paper. I'm not going to digitally ink any of these. These are going to be fully inked, fully done. I appreciate you guys having some trust in me, bidding on work that's still in pencil. So that's a big deal. Ken, I got to save money for upcoming art, though. LOL. It's all good, man. It's all good. Yeah, if we'll do this one, and I'll only auction page 2 if you guys want to auction page 2. So I'll keep this one up right now. Ken's in the room right now with 20. So we're gonna leave that there, and if anybody wants to bid on this page, we'll go ahead and do that, and that would be cool. Kevin says, no, they aren't, but who knows? In this world, the CEA may be lurking with other baddies. Yeah, this world of comics is not what it used to be. We don't have those different people, like those different organizations, like on top of us. And plus, our stuff is, we're independent comics. So the rules for us are totally different. Here, I can put it sideways so you can see like the whole thing. Here, can I put the camera up a little higher? That way you see the whole thing. They're hanging out with McCarthy. All right, I'll give this like 2 more minutes. If anybody would like to bid on it, right now Ken has a bid on this piece for $20. And then every Saturday, we're just going to keep on working on bits and pieces of issue 2. This will be a lot of fun for us to actually build it all at the same time. You can see it as it's happening. I mean, this world, as in the world you're creating for Nira currently. Oh, got you. The world of Nira X. Kev, thanks, dude. 25 bid for Kev. And this is like the official page 1 of the story. So just so you know where this falls in the book. I know Ken's got to be watching out because there's going to be pages with Malka coming up later in the story. So totally realize that that's a thing. Ken, less sigh. I am sighing. $30 bid for Ken. I love your support, guys. You guys are awesome. It's good to have friends that support me. After all these years, man, it's like I consider all you guys friends, man. It's like, how long have we known each other? I know I've known Kevin since the days of the old comic shop in San Diego. It's been years, man. And Kevin's already picking up this cover, too, so I got to set that aside for you. And plus, I'll give you a sneak peek of what the inks are going to be looking like on the cover. Ken, let's see. I'm stopping my bidding. I want to support more, but I want you to get this. It's all good. All good. Ken says, you've known me since 94. 94, bro. Holy crap. That's basically the whole time. Like, I moved to San Diego in 91, and that's 91 or 92. That's when I met Kevin. At the local place. All right, Ken, you're in the room right now with 30. This could be yours for 30. This is going to be all yours for 30, dude. I let it go a few more seconds, and then we're going to do a little 10-second countdown. I know there's some other people watching. If there are other people watching either on Twitter or on Facebook, I don't necessarily know how your chat comes in. As far as I know, it comes in just fine. But I know for a fact that the chat on YouTube is the one that's actually really synced up the best. Yeah, Kevin did get the cover. So Ken says, "Oh, you gonna make me cry, Kev?" I said I wouldn't cry. All right, we're going to do a little 10-second countdown. If any other bids pop up, that I need to pop up before I get to 0. We got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome sauce. All right, Ken, this is all yours, brother. Thanks so much, dude. I'm going to put a little post-it note on this one so that I know that this one is yours. And I know that you had it on there. You had your bid on there for that. So I mean, you can just PayPal that anytime. It doesn't matter. It's like it's all. I know that you're gonna do that. Thanks, dude. Yeah, you got a steal. Yeah, you did get a steal. That was good. That was good. I'm happy. And you guys support so much, man. It's like it makes me happy that you got a steal this time. This is good. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna write on the back of this one that this one is Ken's. All right, we know what's going on with page 1. We know what's going on with page 1. Awesome. Some person said the Post-it is 20 more. Yeah, you know what? If Cat Mouse was over here drawing on Post-its, this would be a $500 sale. It's like, woo to the motherfucking who. Thanks, Ken. I appreciate it. And I'll have this safe for you. There's going to be I've got a drawer that's just for Ken. So, Kevin, you're a winner. Ken, it should make up for lack of secret randoms. I know the randoms were not treating you well for the longest time. So this is good. I'm really happy about that. The Post-it. Oh man, yeah, dude. I'm glad you guys were here. We got to hang out a little bit. I'm super happy about that. For people that are watching later, like rewatching, they're not watching live. Just want everybody to know that if you go over to my Patreon, either Club Corrupt, that's where we put that's where we put all of our more adult, exotic materials. Our nude artwork is on Club Corrupt. And then my main Patreon, which I just started at Bill Moss Art. That's that Patreon helps support like the little financial whatevers that I need to keep the show going and that sort of thing. So much appreciated if you guys support. Also, we now have an online store at billmoss.com. We have our item culture store. There's original art. There's comics. There's I've got free PDFs to download. There are some people that donated some money to have the PDFs, and that was like super nice. I really appreciate you guys. And you know what? Thank you so much for being here on my pre-birthday show. Next week we're gonna have a birthday show, and then we'll take it from there and see how old I am. All right, man. Till then, I will see you guys. Have a great night. I will see you. Well, we're gonna have another. I'm gonna have another live stream tomorrow. The Zen Bounty Wars live stream at 10 o'clock here on my YouTube channel tomorrow at 10 o'clock. So I'll see you then. If not, I'll see you on Saturday. Thanks so much for being here. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye now.
Good night, Seattle.